40 shooting like a boom. Smack 'em, cool, quiet.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the NBA Recap. Yes, sir. Back in another video, back in the episode, and today we're gonna talk about. You already know what it is, man. The trade deadline is close and coming, man. A lot of trades and a lot of rumors are going around with different teams that want to get traded, and people that want to get traded. But today, I'm going to focus on mainly the teams that are looking for different trades and looking for different options to make their teammates better. To make their teams better, because of how everyone is trying to face off against the Lakers, everyone's trying to face off against the Nets, the Clippers, everyone's trying to face off with the top tier teams. So teams are getting better, and specifically, everyone is trying to do their part in trying to win a championship. Now, a lot of different things are going on, but also I do have some notes for this because I am kind of confused on some of these trades because I'm not really sure about how these trades are really going to go down. But at the same time, we got to talk about them, all right? Without further ado, let's get into some of these trades. Now, we're going to talk about some of the teams that are looking for different pieces to add to their roster. Now, first we're going to talk about is the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, for the Los Angeles Lakers, they are a team that just went, man, the injuries and the COVID protocols have really hit them where it hurts, man. The team has not been able to stay relatively healthy, and now they're in risk of falling all the way to the play-in tournament, which is kind of insane considering that they're a championship team and they're one of the, well, now they're not the championship favorites. I think it's just tough for them because, Anthony Davis went down. We saw what happened with that. LeBron James then went down. Dennis Schroeder was out for a few games. Marcus Gasol is still out. I think he might come back tonight, but Marcus Gasol is out. So, man, they're just scrambling for these wins. Man, they do got to win a game against the Pelicans tonight. I don't know if they're going to win that game because they're just so depleted, and the Pelicans are really talented, even though they do blow games. But at the same time, yeah, they just need guys. They just need a guy that can hold it down for them. The main thing for the Lakers that they're trying to address the main problems that they have, which is 3-point shooting, which they always seem to have, and then their center play, which is really bad. We saw last year with them how they had JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard and Anthony Davis, man. No one was getting to the rim. No one wanted to step up to the rim against those guys. But that's what made them so successful last year. But this year, their center play is now reduced, and you have more AD playing the 5, and you got guys like Marcus Gasol, who is not really a shot blocker in my opinion, and the guy Montrezl Harrell, who was a pretty strategic defender, not really athletic defender, but more strategic. I think the only difference between this year and last year was that last year they had more athletic defenders. This year they have more smart defenders. But at the same time, it can only take you so far. I feel like the athleticism you're going to need it eventually going into a series. The rumors that I see from them are the guys they're looking at is J.J. Redick from the New Orleans Pelicans that will fix their 3-point shooting problem. But the Lakers seem to be going more for 3-and-D guys, so I don't really know if J.J. Redick is the right fit for them. But they are looking at him. They're looking at guys like Wayne Ellington, who's shooting like 40-something% from 3 for the Detroit Pistons. That's a guy that I would probably get from. He's on a pretty easy contract that they can make do. And another guy they're looking at is obviously Andre Drummond. Now, Andre Drummond, the Cavaliers have been looking at trades for him. I don't know exactly if they're going to find one because the value that they had, his value is just so over the top that they don't want to risk it. So I think they're probably going to buy him out eventually. But if not, they're probably going to look at more trades and trying to finesse a trade out of Andre Drummond. That's the main people. Those are the main players that are being looked at by the Lakers. And I do agree that they should be able to do those things. Now, the next one we want to talk about is the Brooklyn Nets. Now, this is the team that I feel like their new regime now is just, we're gonna outscore you. Because I really see them they're not really rumored to go for any big man except for probably Andre Drummond. But the only thing that they're like, Legion Hoops just posted today that they're interested in getting Norman Powell. Now that would be a big acquisition, but also who are you trading for? Who are you trading for Norman Powell to get him? I mean, who are you trading to get Norman Powell? Like, that's ridiculous. I think their main thing is just they're trying to boost their offense. I think their philosophy now is Our defense is average. Their defense has picked up the last few weeks, and we want to just outscore you. That's all they're going for. We just want to outscore you, and I think that's a really good thing to think about. But at the same time, in a playoff series, I think that I guess on the offensive end they're loaded. I mean, they're already loaded now. But they just got a guy in Blake Griffin who can give you that big body that you need. He dunked for the first time. Thank God, Blake Griffin. I thought he was gonna be just doing something crazy, but he did. Thank God. But yeah, this is obviously my team that I like and I root for. But at the same time, I'm confused on some of the signings that they made. They just signed a guy in. I don't remember his name. If I could pull it up real quick, it's Lee John something Johnson. I don't really remember, but something Johnson. I don't really remember. But yeah, their philosophy just seems like they're just trying to, take take out their defensive problems that they previously had and just insert offense, which is I think is a great idea, but at the same time, it can only take you so far. The next team we're going to talk about is the Los Angeles Clippers, man. The Clippers have just been searching everywhere, calling everybody for their point guard. Kyle Lowry, George Hill, etc. But I think for this team is just we all saw what happened to Bob. We all saw what's happening currently, even though they did just pull off a comeback against the Hawks, so good job for them. But I think the thing that they're missing is their point guard play. I think they're also looking at Lonzo Ball, who's also being a big trade piece. But they're looking at Lonzo Ball, George Hill, Kyle Lowry, and just guys that's going to be the actual facilitator rather than just running that triangle offense, which kind of worked a little bit, but it's not working as to what they thought it was going to be. So they're just mainly looking for a point guard and what they want to do with that. I think that'll be interesting for them because that will boost because a lot of people are sleeping on the Clippers this year because of what exactly happened in the bubble. But obviously, I think their main issue is their point guard play. So we don't know what's going to happen with their point guard play. I don't know if they're going to try one because everyone on here has a pretty hefty price, except for probably George Hill. But yeah, there's extreme things for them, and we're gonna look at different things and see if they can pull off this trade. Next thing we're gonna talk about is the Boston Celtics, man. Now, everyone, the main guy that we've been seeing going to them is Aaron Gordon from the Orlando Magic, and he has officially asked for a trade. And according to Legion Hoops, the Celtics are the main people to get him, but who they're giving away is Marcus Smart, which is kind of questionable considering that he's kind of the heart and soul of that team. He's the guy who's going to facilitate and give you the occasional threes, and it gives you that toughness on the defense end. We just guy can block 7 footers, man. So it's kind of insane. I don't know why they want to trade him exactly, but hey, anything works for them. The Celtics this year have been really weird. They're like I think they're like what, a couple games above 500, maybe a game above 500, or maybe below 500. I'm not really sure. But I think for this team, they're missing it. I honestly really don't know what they're missing. I think they're just missing that stretch big that they want in guys like Miles Turner or Nikola Vucevic, who's been rumored to go there. But at the same time, it's really tough to see if anything is going to go down with them because they are a weird team to look at from the outside in. So I don't know. Celtics fans gotta let me know in the comments, man. What is going on with your team today? Next, people want to talk about is the Orlando Magic. Obviously, they want to trade away their guys in Nikola Vucevic and Gordon and Aaron Gordon. So are they looking at a new rebuild? Are they not? I don't really know because this team they are a nice team when everyone's healthy. Man, when Markel Fultz comes back, when Jonathan Isaac comes back, they need a guy that will get them that will get them to like a secure playoff spot. Maybe Marcus Smart, if he does go there, will help them in the long run. But at the same time, you got a guy in Markel Fultz, got a guy in John Isaac, who are extreme pieces to your puzzle, and they don't want to rebuild, but they want to take away their two of their best guys. Weird for the Magic, man. Weird for the Magic. The next team we're talking about is the Toronto Raptors, man. Um, they don't know if they want to they don't know if they want to deal Kyle Lowry. A lot of teams are calling them for Kyle Lowry, but everyone just feels like Kyle Lowry is just the guy for them. No one ever thought that he was probably going to lead the Raptors. He's such an important guy for their franchise, but at the same time, they want to get better. They want to go into their new regime with Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, Norman Powell, maybe because people are looking for Norman Powell as well. But at the same time, we don't know what they want to do exactly. because it's so hard to judge this team where they're going to go. Because this year, they're bad. They just lost to the Houston Rockets. And the Houston Rockets have lost 20 consecutive games until last night. So, pretty crazy things to think about. In a minute, the Toronto Raptors now have the they now have the longest losing streak in the NBA currently. I think it's gonna be tough to really see to gauge this team where they want to go because I think they're trying to look. They're going to look into their core of Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby. So nobody knows what's gonna happen with them, but we will see eventually. But yeah, a lot of these teams are looking for new pieces, man, to get better because everyone's contending. We saw what the Milwaukee Bucks did with PJ Tucker and getting him in replace for DJ Augustine, who hasn't really been performing, and DJ Wilson, who hasn't really gotten minutes. But the Houston Rockets, I don't know what's going on with the Houston Rockets, man. They don't know what the hell they're doing, man. They're trying to deal with Victor Oladipo. They're even listening for people for John Wall, which I doubt will even happen. And Christian Wood is their guy, so I believe they're going to keep him. Victor Oladipo is an interesting piece. We don't know exactly where we know. Actually, no, we know exactly where he wants to go with the Miami Heat or a team that wants him. But at the same time, we're not very sure of how he will be able to contribute to a winning team because we don't know. We don't. He hasn't been playing very well, even though he's putting pretty decent numbers. He hasn't been playing very well as a guy we saw with he was an MIP. So I don't know what is going to happen with him because Houston Rockets, we don't know what's going on with them. They're just trying to get the picks. They're trying to get their picks. So who knows, man? He wants to go to Miami Heat, who ironically just got Trevor Ariza, so he'll be a good. He's a good piece for them. Giving you that 3-and-D, up and down from the 3-point range, but always gonna give you tough defense. It's a good guy for them. I don't know if it's really gonna put them over the top because Miami Heat are coming. They were just on a winning streak and now they're coming back for another championship run. So yeah, everyone was very confused about the Miami Heat going into the season because they started out really bad, but then they came back at doing good things for good things for the team. They let go of Miles Leonard, which we know what happened there. So yeah, good thing for them. A lot of teams are going through different things to win a championship because the two teams that they're trying to look to beat, in my opinion, are the Brooklyn Nets and the Los Angeles Lakers. Now we do know the uncertainty of both these teams because we don't know when Kevin Durant is going to come back. We don't know when AD is going to come back. LeBron will be coming back in like 2 or 3 weeks or 3 or 4 weeks, something like that. So they'll be fine. I think Lakers fans on Twitter are going a little bit crazy. Relax, guys. I think you guys will be fine. Okay, you guys will be fine. Okay, relax. I'm pretty sure you guys will be fine. I don't think the number one seeded Jazz will want to face a Los Angeles Lakers team at eighth. Okay, I don't think they want to face them. I think that honestly, the way the standings are this year, man, every team's gonna be hard. Everything's gonna be hard. Like it's not gonna be like one team just gonna have the easy road. No, every team's gonna be hard because the way the standings are, everyone's playing a game back to back to back to back. Phoenix Suns are here. The Blazers are back with CJ McCollum. It's just tough, man. But yeah, for the Nets, man. Also for the Nets, we don't know the extent of KD's injury, man. I think it might be more serious than people are letting on because he's missed what, I don't know, 20 plus games. But obviously, I don't know if they're probably taking precautions because I really hope he does get back on the floor because chemistry is a real thing, and I think they really need that chemistry in order to be a championship team. Because now I think they're now the favorites to win the championship because Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron James and Anthony Davis went down. So I think that it just seems like they can hold it down without him, but at the same time, they just need that chemistry. They're just relying on James Harden. Kyrie Irving is going to be missing a few games because of family matters. So I don't know. The chemistry might be a little off. I'm sensing a lot of Clipper stuff from them. No offense, Clipper fans, but at the same time, I don't want that to happen. But please let me know in the comments if you agree with anything I said. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please tell me your trade. Tell me what your team, what you want for your team. And yeah, as always. We out. Peace.
Why do they get up and leave? Tell you they love you, then get up and leave. I should the lawyer.